those. Okay. So part 2, how to become a gold, I don't know, intro. Tell them you're going to be their best friend. You're going to be checking in with them so frequently that before their next subscription is going to come out, you're going to message them. It's not going to be a surprise. And typically sharing all those things with people, it gives them enough comfort to say, okay, let's do this subscription thing. I trust Brittany. She's built this belief. She's told me how fabulous these products are. She's told me she's going to check in with me. She told me that I'm going to know before my next sub goes out. And then they're usually willing to commit. If you feel like you have a person that's still not ready to commit, and you've been very positive, then you could offer up the information of like, you have flexibility with your subscription. We can change products in your subscription, but I'm not going to let you, it's like letting them know a little bit of things, but also that you're so confident in what y'all have chosen, they're not going to want to. I don't like to tell people our first conversation about the subscription, but don't worry. We can change it. We can change the date. Don't be afraid of the subscription. Because what if they weren't afraid of the subscription? What if they didn't care about the subscription? What if they love a good subscription? Then now you've put that little doubt in their head and made them think, oh, okay, well, yeah, I maybe I will want to change things. Maybe I will want to change the date. Don't offer that info unless it's the absolute last resort and you feel like it's something they need to hear to just feel comfortable. And then they're on your radar for like, this girl better not turn off her subscription, right? Okay, let's see what else. My screen share is like not even going to be that exciting because we have like one slide left, but here we go. Okay, so in terms of going gold, people having subscriptions, we've already built these relationships, all the things. I personally feel that when people open up to us about all of their health issues, their struggles, they're like, sometimes I'm like one of the first people that people tell me that they're pregnant because they're like, well, I feel like I need to tell you this because like, can I start these products? Or they are already a customer and they're like, hey, Brittany, I turned off my subscription, but we're really excited because I'm pregnant. And then we get to have that conversation. But y'all, I really feel like it's such a huge privilege to be able to know these really deep, intimate parts of people's lives. And so I think it's so important that when people give us that trust and they sign up with us and they are like in it to win it, that we take really good care of them. And so that's why I sent that customer care thing to our thread. You may not love every piece of it, or it may feel like it's too many check-ins for you to be able to handle. But what I'll tell you is that you are never going to regret checking in on someone too much. You will regret if you check on someone too little. And at the end, if they do decide they want to like cancel their subscription, you'll have that little piece of doubt in your head that says, could I have done anything different? And instead, if you did a bunch of check-ins and you did the best customer care you can do, if that person then decides Plexus isn't for them and they turn off their subscription, you can say, you know what? I wish they would have stuck with it. I know I did everything I could to take care of them. And this is a bummer, but it's okay. And like, you can like truly, you feel so much more at peace with it. So I would just encourage y'all that when you put in all this upfront work to sign people up, it is important work for you to take care of them, because otherwise you're just going to be a crazy little hamster just spinning in a wheel of poor retention. And every person you sign up, they're going to go off and they're going to sign up two and they're going to lose one. And what if instead you had just nice, steady growth with little dips, because people are going to quit, but steady growth overall, because you've really done that really good customer care. So that's one of my biggest tips for y'all. I think it's something that overall we don't talk enough about in Plexus, is taking care of the people you brought on, but it's something I'm really, really passionate about, in case you couldn't tell. So what questions do we have? I can't look in the chat because it died. So Sarah, I think you put a question in the chat. And if I didn't answer it after, do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it's just, so I actually am literally in a conversation right now with a friend who is like a manager at a fitness studio. And I sent her samples, Active and Hydrate, and she really loved it. But she's worried about the cost. So just kind of that, you know, I was just actually, thank you for saying that welcome pack, because I was doing a little logging out and trying to create my own. And I'm thinking like she'd be great with the active lifestyle. So she could have ease, she could have the active, the slim microbiome, but I could just add the hydrate on.
Yep.
But I was thinking about that. And then also like she's super outgoing. She, you know, runs a fitness studio. So she'd be a great person to, you know, market it herself. So I was kind of thinking like she'd be a good person for the business aspect. But it's kind of like I gave her a little info, but I'm going to connect you in a chat, a 3-way chat, just because like I don't want to scare her off, because she really liked it. And she just is, you know, legitimately financial concerns about like, okay, this is great, but I want to make sure I can afford it.
Yeah. Why do you think you're going to scare her off?
Oh no, I don't want to scare her off.
But why do
um,
you think you might? Or why is that something like you say, I don't want to scare her off? Why is that in your head? Do you
yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I have scared some other people off,
okay.
just with the dying conversations. I don't know.
Is there
Yeah.
anything we've talked about tonight that would make you flip the script maybe a little on like a dying conversation
Mhm.
versus like what's another way to think about, or what's maybe something else you could try?
Yeah, I think if like this month doesn't work out for her, it's definitely something you could revisit. But I think talking about this, we've said, you know, if people are consistent, we're offering right now to cover their subscription cost.
Mhm.
But then also talking to her if like, you know, maybe some months just financially she can't manage that cost, it's something that, you know, she could put on hold and, you know,
Yeah.
doing that sort of thing with her subscription. So I think there's some options. So I hope she stays with the conversation. But
Yeah. And I think too is that you're already thinking in your head, this girl could be good at the business side of things. And I want you to always remember that. So even if she says no, and when we bring up like maybe this being something that she could share about and that would help cover part, if not all of her products, then we can like that's something that you're always going to believe in her. So even if she says no, it probably means we just don't we haven't given her enough vision. We haven't built enough belief with her, but you
mhm.
still believe she would be good at this. And so it'll just be something where we haven't tapped into the right problem that we need to solve for her. And a lot of people, I mean, y'all think of all of you. Like, how many times was I like, you should post about this, or please like just come like do this with me because you would be so good at it. Like every single one of you told me no at least once, if not more. And I asked you about it and I wanted you to do it because I have always known that you would be good at it. And so I just want you to know that like if they don't say yes or she doesn't say yes, like that's okay. And we're going to start finding like other little stories and little tidbits we can share with her to help her know that like we believe in her and she's really could be good at this. Because yeah, I mean, she sounds great. So I'm excited to talk to her. What other questions do y'all have? Okay. That is okay. I know that was a ton of information. I know there's several resources that y'all probably just want to look at and go through. Last resource I want to show y'all is in your Plexus back office. Why is this not escaping? In your back office, if you go to Training Center, it's on the little black sideline. And if you go to Training Center, resource library or new ambassadors, I was flipping through this today just to know that like if I told y'all about this, it was like legit. Obviously, we know we have all of our resources like on our Facebook groups, but if y'all are wanting for other resources or you're just curious, fiddle around back here. Some of it is they haven't updated for like our new prices or all of our new products. Some of the pictures are old, but a lot of it, like they have really good ideas or just like little things that you may want to watch or kind of sift through in here. Otherwise, if you're ever looking for something in particular, you can message me and I'll help you find it and I'll tag you in it or send you a video or whatever. But there's totally nothing that you can't learn in this business. And you're going to feel like you're always learning something. And that's a good thing, because it's true. You probably are. I'm still learning things all the time. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I wish I would have known that like 2 years ago. So just keep at it. If you have questions after this, let me know. But I would love to hear when we get off the call, like y'all just put in the chat anything that was helpful, any questions that come to mind. And then if y'all have any goals that you want to hit before the end of the month, where y'all at? We got those 3 magical days left. So would love to hear what y'all want to do with them. Thank y'all for sharing your night with me. I hope everyone's Monday goes fantastic tomorrow. And I don't know, see you later.